And you hath he quickened, who were dead in trespasses and sins, wherein in times past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, among whom also we all had our conversation in times past in the lusts of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. But God, who is rich in mercy, for his great love wherewith he loved us, even when we were dead in sins, hath quickened us together with Mashiach. By grace ye are saved, and hath raised us up together, and made us sit together in heavenly places, in Yahushua HaMashiach, that in the ages to come he might show the exceeding riches of his grace and his kindness toward us through Yahushua HaMashiach. Ephesians 2:1-7. On Sunday, February 11th, 2024, the Kansas City Chiefs secured their second consecutive Super Bowl title after scoring a touchdown in overtime.
Can only feel the number of people out there being like, what's going on?
First and goal. Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
It took 13 plays, 7 minutes, and 19 seconds for the Chiefs to get into the end zone, their longest drive of the day, and it was capped off by McCole Hardman's touchdown. For several years now, I've been exposing the Super Bowl for exactly what it is: a satanic ritual that is meant to exalt the devil and his Antichrist.
I'll take a Coke.
Is Pepsi okay?
Is Pepsi okay? Is Pepsi okay? Pepsi okay? Pepsi okay? Pepsi okay? Pepsi okay?
Okay, campers, rise and shine. It's Groundhog Day.
Hold on. Is that Drake? Is that
That's
Drake?
right.
Is that Drake? Is that Drake? Is that Drake? Is that Drake?
I'm beginning to feel like a rap god who thinks their arms are long enough to slap.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
qciqa.
Purple rain, purple rain.
So this morning we played Purple Rain and Delirious. Purple Rain and Delirious. Purple Rain and Delirious. Purple Rain and Delirious. Purple Rain and Delirious.
This year's Super Bowl is no different. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Previously, I have explained how the Super Bowl, or superb owl, actually points to the worship of the pagan god Moloch or Molech, who is depicted both as an owl and a horned bull god. We have been shown several references to Moloch in several satanic blood sacrifice rituals. The owl appears on the dollar bill. It is worshipped at the Bohemian Grove. It is also a part of the Freemasonic layout of Washington, D.C. Further, it has been part of several mass shooting events, and it was connected with Obama in the movie They Cloned Tyrone. Not only is the Super Bowl connected with the worship of the pagan god Molech, this year's Super Bowl was also connected with the number 13, the number of rebellion. Super Bowl LVIII, or 58, gives us 5 plus 8, which equals 13, the number of rebellion. There was also a video released of Taylor Swift, whose boyfriend Travis Kelce plays for the Chiefs, talking about her connection to the number 13.
Why 13? What is
Okay, I was born on the 13th. I turned 13 on Friday the 13th. My first album went gold in 13 weeks. Also, thanks. My first song that ever went number 1, it had a 13-second intro. And I didn't even do that on purpose. And every time I've ever won an award at an award show, I've either been seated in the 13th row or row M, which is the 13th letter. And when I won the Horizon Award at the CMA Awards, the producer came up to me when I was sound checking and said, "All right, we're gonna go in 13 seconds, 13 seconds."
The winning drive lasted 13 plays, and we know the number of rebellion points to the rebellious fallen angel, Lucifer. This is confirmed in the fact that Super Bowl 58, or 13, was held in Las Vegas, which means the fallen vulture, or eagle, as a reference to the fallen angel, Lucifer.
We want to begin tonight with new developments in a shooting on a college campus just hours ago. We are just learning from law enforcement that multiple people were killed after a gunman opened fire inside the business school at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Interestingly enough, from the Satanic blood sacrifice ritual mass shooting event that occurred in Las Vegas on December 6, 2023, to Super Bowl 58, which was held on February 11th, 2024, was 67 days, and 6 plus 7 equals 13, the number of rebellion. Not to mention, Las Vegas is also called Sin City, and since the rebellious fallen angel and serpent, Satan, is responsible for the fall of man through rebellion against God and the introduction of sin and death into the world, we can be sure that Super Bowl 58 being held in Las Vegas and connected to the number 13 was no coincidence. The final drive was 7 minutes and 19 seconds. Strong's Concordance lists H719 as Arvad, which means I shall break loose. Arvad is a wandering, a place of fugitives, to wander about freely, to break the yoke of God off of one's neck, to go about unbridled and unreined by God, to break free. The final pass was thrown to McCall Hardeman, who wears the number 12. Strong's H12 is Abdon, which means destruction, and it comes from the root word which means to perish, the place of divine judgment and utter destruction. This was meant to point to the setting free of the rebellious king of the bottomless pit, the chief of the fallen angels, Abaddon or Apollyon. The date of the Super Bowl was February 11th, 2024. When we add the numbers of the date, we get 444, because 2 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4, and 2 plus 2 is also 4. When put together with the remaining 4, gives us 444, and points us to the phrase 4, number 44, Obama. The Chiefs were playing against the San Francisco 49ers, who were led by number 13, Brock Purdy. 4 plus 9 is also 13, the number of rebellion. San Francisco is a reference to Saint Francis and points to the second beast, the false prophet, who will cause the world to worship the first beast, the Antichrist, as found in Revelation 13:11 through 12, which declares, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed." The ritual was performed in Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. Notice the rising sun logo, which connects Allegiant Stadium to Obama, whose logo is the rising sun as well. The word allegiant comes from allegiance, which is formed from liege, meaning free. This connects to the running theme of freedom that we have been discussing throughout this body of work. The Statue of Liberty represents freedom. Obama, signing the beam at the One World Freedom Tower, connected himself with freedom in 9/11. Kanye West, setting himself on fire, was connected to freedom. The mass shooter in Chicago on July 4th, Independence Day, also connected himself with freedom. Obama also gave the Medal of Freedom to Chicago Bull Michael Air Jordan. Each one of these references to freedom is meant to point to the setting free or releasing of the king of the bottomless pit, Abaddon or Apollyon, Satan, the prince of the power of the air. Moreover, the word allegiance means loyalty and obedience. This is a reference to whom you will pledge your loyalty, obedience, and allegiance to during the coming final hour, the time of Jacob's trouble, the tribulation. Either you will serve God, or you will take the mark of the beast and worship and serve the devil and his Antichrist. Revelation 13:8 declares, "And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world."